again. Friday afternoon, and I'm on my way to Hertford Campsite now. I've got myself a grass pitch. I kind of wish now that I'd probably got myself a hard standing, because it's very wet, and it's not going to be like Ragwell. I'm not sure whether I can get on the grass close to the road. Do you know what I mean? Last week I was parked right on the edge. I can't remember at that site whether that's something I can do or not. I don't know. I'm going to have to assess that when I get there, but never mind. It's not going to ruin the weekend. I'm going to try and do all that I can to keep myself happy and occupied. I'll be going for a walk tomorrow. I want to go and have a look around the town again, see if I can dive in a couple of charity shops and find a few more DVDs that I can just keep in here in case of emergencies. The good thing about Hertford, it's got very good Wi-Fi, so I shouldn't have any problems whatsoever watching things tonight, so that'll be a bonus for me. I'm just waiting on a phone call about my Beetle as well. That's why I've got my earpiece in. Sam has organised a mechanic to go and have a look at it for me today to see what the problem is. There's something wrong with the driver's side wheel, making some very strange grinding noises. So hopefully it's nothing too serious and I can get it sorted out. But we'll wait and see on that one as well. I don't want any more bad news. I had enough of that recently. Right, I'm here and I'm set up, and I'm in the same spot as what I was in before in the transit van when I parked on the grass a few years back. I think I made a video over that as well. I remember it being a very wet weekend. I think it was pissing down from start to finish, and I was a bit worried about getting stuck. But although we've had quite a bit of rain here, it's not too bad actually. I am right next to the road, and I've only got about a metre or so before I can, you know, pop up onto the road. So even if the wheels spin a bit, I should be able to get off here. And it don't seem too bad, to be fair. So, yeah, that's good. Anyway, yeah, I'm all set up. I've got dinner ready to cook, steak and eggs tonight again. And I purposely didn't buy any food for tomorrow to make myself walk into town and go to Marks and Spencer's and get something nice from there. Because of the mood that I've been in recently, I really just, it's a bit of a slog going for a walk, and from here into the town it's not too bad, but coming back there's a slight incline and it's a bit more of an effort, and I was thinking to myself, I really can't be fucking bothered, but I know I should. And yeah, anyway, that's what I've done. I've just bought dinner for tonight, and I'm gonna have to go down to town tomorrow and get something for tomorrow, so it makes me walk regardless of the weather. I don't care, you know, it's got to be done, and I'm going to do it. So there we are. All right, now I'm going to talk to you about how I'm feeling at this point. I don't want to dwell too much on it because I don't want to ruin the weekend. I know I said it the last time, but you know, these things that are happening, I'm going to record and well, just keep you updated on how I'm feeling. This past week again, it's been a bit of a slog, to be honest with you. I've had good points and bad points, and you know, I've had quite low points actually. Last night being one of them. I was sat on the internet and I was just doing some research about places to visit, churches and English heritage and that sort of stuff, and got myself really tired and fell asleep, no problem. And then I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and the reason I woke up, I was having such a good dream about my previous, you know, life as such, you know, dreaming that everything was fine. I was back in Wales, everything was good, we was talking well, and you know, it was all lovely, and I remember being really relaxed in that dream, just, you know, enjoying life. And then just around 1 o'clock was when I woke up, looked at the clock, and it was like, fuck, you know, it was all a dream, all of reality come back and hit me in the face. I was so devastated. It was awful. You know, I got up, made myself a drink, and I put the iPad back on. I was trying to, you know, watch The Big Bang Theory to distract me for a bit, but I couldn't settle last night at all. I was dozing in and out of consciousness for, well, the rest of the night really. And when I got up this morning and went to work, I was absolutely fucking shattered. You know, I was absolutely cream crackered and upset at the same time, you know. So yeah, that weren't a good night. For the rest of the week, again, there was, I wouldn't say good points, but there was easier points for me, and there was low points as well. You know, all of a sudden I start to think about her, and then I get myself sort of worked up, agitated. I can feel my blood pressure rise, you know. That's how sensitive the body's become. I can feel it, you know, and I can feel my heart rate increase, and yeah, it's really not a nice feeling at all, you know. And then I try and distract myself by doing something else, but again, it's not fucking easy, because I don't think distractions work too well. Not for everybody, you know. Maybe for some, yeah, but for me, they might provide a little bit of relief, but not a lot, you know. So I don't know the answer really. I'm just going to keep living day by day and see how we go. I know in last week's video I spoke about ending everything, and those feelings are still with me, but I'm not going to act on that, you know. I'm not at all. I've got to do what's right. I've got to battle through this somehow. I'm gonna get through this, you know. It's gonna take a long fucking time, and I truly am heartbroken, but I'm not ready to give up just yet. So yeah, that's where we are with that. But when I was doing my research on the internet last night, there's a few places that I want to go and visit, and that's in the pipeline for next year now. What else was I going to do? In the end of January, I want to go to one of those candlelight concerts, and there's one at Ely Cathedral, and obviously I love cathedrals and churches, so I'm going to go to Ely Cathedral. And I think it was a night of the Zimmerman composer, you know, so music from the movies was going to be played in a cathedral, so that would sound amazing. So what I've planned on doing is staying in Ely overnight in a travel lodge, and yeah, just making the most of it while I'm there. It's a nice place, Ely, it really is. Ideally, I'd like a partner in crime to come with me to watch that, you know, not a fucking date, just someone, you know, a friend, just to come and share that experience with me, you know. That would be really nice. So I'll put the feelers out there. If anyone's interested in that, get in touch, and please come with me. I'll even buy you a ticket, not a problem. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's as far as I've got. As for Christmas, I still haven't decided. I'm tempted just to stay here, to be honest. Get a hard standing pitch with electric and everything. Get another fridge, which I'm going to stick in the front, so I've got enough supplies for a good few days, and just stay here. You know, there's plenty of walks around this area to keep me occupied. Now the reason for that is I didn't want to go on my holiday, because there's some English heritage sites what I want to visit that are quite far away, and they're not open over the Christmas period. They're not open again till March or April time. So the way I see it, I should wait until the better weather comes and I can go up there, have a few days away, and just enjoy all of these locations while I'm up there. That's my theory on it. Plus, if I was to go up there over Christmas, I was going to stay in a travel lodge, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to get any form of Christmas dinner from anywhere local. You know what I mean? And a lot of places, well, most places are going to be shut, and they're going to be enjoying their fucking Christmas. So yeah, but at least while I'm in here in the van on this site, I can make my own makeshift Christmas dinner, you know. As much as it sucks, and I'm not looking forward to it, I'm dreading Christmas more than you know. It's really going to be a fucking tough time for me. But again, I've got to get through it. There's nothing else I can do, you know. So yeah, that's where we are. That's about as much negative stuff that I want to tell you right now. Yeah, I'm set up, ready to go. I've got a couple of films that I want to watch actually over the weekend. That new Frankenstein thing that's on Netflix, I want to watch that. And I've got 4 DVDs in the front which I want to watch as well. They're a bit old, but they were only cheap. Other than that, I'm going to go for a walk tomorrow. Utilise the shower block over there because the showers are pretty cool here. And yeah, just see what happens. But for now, I'm just going to put my feet up and take it easy. Yeah, I've been to this site a few times now, and I've never walked around the dog walk. I mean, why would I guess, but I thought I'd come and have a look, and it just made my heart sink again about not seeing the dogs. But oh, come on Gary, keep it together for fuck's sake. Yeah, this is a nice little area, this is. If I didn't have to work, I'd definitely have a dog with me in the van, 100%, but I can't do that at the minute. Okay, yeah, so I paid £21 for 2 nights, grass pitch, no electric, but that gives you access to the toilet and showers and whatnot, and I think that's a really good, reasonable price. But I don't think grass only pitches are available all year round. I think when it starts to get too wet, you know, into the climax of winter, I think they close them off for hard standing only. I might be wrong, but I can't see how they'd let you on if it got too wet. But either way, it's a beautiful site. It is. It does get a bit busy, but I mean, all the times I've been here, everyone keeps themselves to themselves, and it's nice enough. Yeah, I can't fault this place at all. Yeah, I definitely think if I manage to escape work and become a bit more free, I would definitely get myself a dog as a companion. You know, not a big one, just a little van dog, someone that I could, you know, just have with me. You know, if you've never owned a dog, you probably won't understand the comfort that they give you, but they do. When you're feeling at your lowest or when you're poorly, they will always come and sit by you and just make you feel a bit better. You know, they've always got your back, you know. Okay, so this weekend I'm trying to stay on a positive vibe. I know I've done a bit about how I've been feeling, but I'm starting up another YouTube channel about breakup, you know, my journey through the breakup. I'm going to keep this channel and that channel separate. I want to log my heartbreak journey on the other channel and try and keep this one just about camping and me visiting places and things like that, just like it usually is. I don't want it to become too fucking negative. So yeah, if you're interested in watching how I'm trying my best to cope, then go to my other channel and I'll leave a link below to that. I got a call about the Beetle. I left it with Sam to sort out for me because he's got a mechanic friend, and it turns out it just needs new front discs and pads. So getting that done on Monday, and then hopefully we'll be back on the road, and I can start using the Beetle for work then, because driving the van about all the time costs an absolute fortune. It really does. You know, I think this camera's showing it a bit lighter than it actually is. It's quite nice actually. The sun's gone, it's almost dark, and there's something quite relaxing about walking through a wooded area at this time of the day. I don't know why I don't do more twilight walking, to be honest with you. It's quite pleasant. Right, good morning. It is Saturday now. It's still quite early. It's not even 6:30 in the morning, but I did fall asleep relatively early last night, so yeah, I feel well rested. It was a beautiful noise this morning as it goes. I was lying here just starting to wake up, and a couple of owls started talking to each other, and that was just so nice to, you know, sort of lie there and listen to. I didn't get any recordings of it because the camera was other side of the van, but it was nice. It was very nice. Just about to have my morning cup of tea, then I'm going to go and get myself a shower, and I'm just debating on whether I have some breakfast in here or go and get something while I'm in the town today. If I set off early, get there as the shops start to open, maybe I can get in and have something to eat before it starts getting busy, you know, because you know what it's like on a Saturday, especially running up towards Christmas. It's going to start well, it's just going to start getting busy, and I can't be doing with that. Yeah, last night weren't a bad evening as it goes. I had my steak and mushrooms and egg, which went down really well, and then I put one of those DVDs on that I bought off eBay, and it was the Tom Hanks film Big, back from the 80s. I remember many years ago watching that with my mum, and I know that was one of my mum's favourite films, you know, just one of them feel good silly sort of movies. So yeah, it was quite nice to watch that again, to be fair. I have got 3 more, I can't remember what they all are now. I think Lost Boys is one of them, but I will watch another one tonight. But I'm looking forward to going down to the charity shops today to see whether I can pick up a couple more. I know while I was in Baldock, I went in the charity shops there and they didn't have any DVDs at all, which I thought was quite odd, unless they're not doing them anymore. Anyway, pointless conversation. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to walk into Hertford, have a look around the shops, get some bits and pieces, and then stop in Marks and Spencer's on the way back and find something for my dinner for tonight. And you can't go wrong with Marks and Spencer's. Although you pay a bit more for the food, it is fucking lovely. It really is. It's worth the price. Even if you just go there every now and then, just treat yourself to something from Marks and Spencer's and you won't regret it. Okay, it's 20 to 8 in the morning. It's it's only about a 20-minute walk into the town, and I know everything's going to be shut, but it's so quiet and so nice, and I don't know, there's a little bit of mist just above the fields. Everywhere looks really good, so I'm going to come and have a little amble around while it's quiet, even have a walk around the town, even though nothing's open. Just go and have a look at the place, do you know what I mean? Make the most of this. I do like Hertford, it's very nice, and I do like this time of the year. and got my stuff from Marks and Spencer's, and I got their finest burgers, their best bread buns, the finest burger sauce, and a nice red onion. It's a little bit naughty, I know. I'm meant to be sort of stepping back from unhealthy food, but bollocks to it. I'm treating myself today. So a couple of finest burgers today. Had a look in the charity shops at the DVDs, and nah, there was nothing there that, I mean, there's stuff that I've seen, but nothing that I was willing to spend money on. Not that I'm being tight, but just didn't interest me really. I mean, I've still got 3 more in the van to watch, so that'll do for now. But yeah, it was quite a pleasant walk, especially when I first got there. I went and had a look around Hertford Castle grounds, and had a look around the river and the canal, and yeah, it was quite pleasant. Didn't do much filming, but a few little clips here and there. But yeah, it was all right. Now I'm just having a amble back through the church, and I shall start heading back towards the van then. Maybe watch one of them films, have some lunch, and yeah, watch another movie. So there was a couple of locations that I walked past which I'd been to before, not, you know, when I've been out here camping on my own, because I don't bat an eyelid then, but places that I've been with my ex-partner. It did make me think. It did sort of make me upset a bit, but I just put it in the memory bank as somewhere that was really nice, and we done it. So that's all I can do. I can't keep dwelling on it, otherwise it's just going to tear me up. But it is difficult, but I'm grateful for the memories, you know. Right, so I'm back at the van, right, and I've just had some lunch, and I forgot to mention when I was in Marks and Spencer, I picked up this cheese, right, and this is probably the best cheese I've ever had on crackers. I'm a big cheese and crackers fan, and I think I've had hundreds of cheeses on crackers, but this one is Marks and Spencer's cheddar cheese Marmite. Oh my god, and it is amazing. And unfortunately for me, I've demolished half of it on crackers already. I mean, I got about 6 crackers out, demolished them, and then thought I want some more, and then had some more, and then some more on top of that. So fucking hell, that is proper Moorish. I will buy this again, but I'm gonna have to be very careful, otherwise I'm just going to demolish it all in one day. And I probably will, to be fair. After dinner tonight, when I'm settled down watching a film, I'll probably have more of that. I know it's a bit naughty, but I'll tell you, that is amazing. I bet that'd be nice on some toast as well. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd tell you that. Don't know why. I've like I say, I've had my lunch and everything. Now I'm going to find something else to do to keep me occupied for a while. I might even go for another walk. When I come out of here, I usually turn right, head towards the town, but there's a left turn as well, and I've never been that way, so I might end up just going to have a nosy what's there. I think it might just be countryside, but I'll be happy with that. Well, I'm out on this walk, and I think it looks like it's going to be a long country lane right up to the very end of the road, where there's a housing estate, perhaps, I don't know. But there's loads of farmers' fields to the left and the right of me, but none of them have got like treks around the outside, do you know what I mean? It definitely gets a bit narrow down here on this country road. But do you know what? I'm going to keep going. It's a bit naughty, but yeah, it could be a bit dangerous if cars were whizzing around here. But I'm going to keep going, get through this narrow bit, and then just see where I end up. Right, I have found myself a little trail. There's a public bridleway taking you through a farmer's field, I guess. Can't really see where it goes, but this will do. I can see the campsite in the distance over there, so I ain't too far away. Yeah, I'll follow this this path for as long as possible, and hopefully it will sort of take me round in a circle back towards the campsite. The funny thing is, when you go off off walking like I do, and it brings back a few memories because I ain't done it for a while, is you follow a route, you get to your signposts and there's arrows here, there and everywhere, right? Well, I've just come to the last one. I've gone through a little gate there and it's just said pointed forward, but there's a field to the left and to the right. Okay, so I've took the one on the left, but I don't know whether that was the right thing to do, because I can't see a way out at all. I'm not sure whether I've got myself onto a bit of private land or not, but then, you know, it's not clearly marked, so what am I meant to do? I'm just following my nose and ambling around until I do see something. But from what I can gather, it looks like the campsite is just over there and there's a farm in front of me, and I think there's a driveway from the farm that goes up to the almost to the entrance of the campsite. But I mean, I don't know whether that's a public walkway, although I did see a cyclist go down there earlier on, so who knows. I'll have a look. Yeah, well, that was a bit of a failure. Where I was just on about coming through the gate, going on the left or the right, they sort of merge together at the end, but then you get to the end, carry on for a few yards further, and it just comes to a dead end, just a fence and animal feeding points and things like that. There's no track there at all, nothing. So that's a bit poorly marked, really. Maybe there's something on the other side of the field, I don't know. But I'm going to go back the way I came now. Never mind. Actually, I do see a little walkway thing, a gate, just over there. But I think that's going to take me off in a completely different direction if I go that way. But I might just go and have a nosy, just see what's beyond that gate. Just out of sheer curiosity, really. Yeah, if I'd used my head, I would have come in that gate and turned immediately left. And there's a clear walkway on the field here around the edge. There's footprints all over it, so fucking hell. I'm no good at this hiking and following trails malarkey. Maybe I should download the app. Well, I've got one, but I've never really used it. I've just preferred making my own, you know, following my own footsteps. But maybe I should, especially now I've got a lot of free time and trying to get my fucking head together because of recent events. Maybe I should invest in like a pro version of a hiking app, so at least that way, hopefully, I won't get bloody lost. Okay, so I just looked over that gate there, and it is another farmer's field, and there is a track going across it into what looks like a wooded area, but I'm not going to do that today. I think I am coming back here, and it will be over Christmas, I should think. I'm 90% certain that I'll be camping out over here for Christmas time, so I'll probably do it then, maybe Christmas Day, you know, to try and keep myself together. Just make sure I bring the right trousers and a pair of boots and all that malarkey with me. But yeah, I'm not going to do that today because, yeah, my feet are sopping wet. I mean, I don't usually mind, but I don't want to keep going and going and going now, because it gets just too uncomfortable.
By that logic, I should be with someone short, dull, and needy. Really? Wasn't it great? Not as a Valentine's present, no.
Well, it's 20 to 4 now, and I decided to sit outside for a bit. Just went and had another shower, second one today. I'm quite impressed with that. I was a bit sweaty after that walk, so I went and had another one. So I'm sat here now with a drink and watching the Big Bang Theory on the iPad, just to pass a bit of time, wait for the sun to go down, and then I will make a start on them burgers, and I'm really looking forward to them. Right, it's burger time, and I tell you what, they're already looking amazing. They're raw at the minute, but you can just tell by looking at these that they're going to be really, really nice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to them. I'm going to dice up some mushrooms, slice up an onion, whack a bit of cheese on, and yeah, I think they're going to be fucking lovely. Just take a look at them. Yeah, don't they look good? I think that light's got a bit of flickering going on the camera again. It seems to be certain forms of lighting. I've got a couple of different lights on this wall, and the LEDs there, and they cause like a rippling effect on the camera. I wonder why that is. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Do you know what? I'm convinced everything that you buy, food-wise, from Marks and Spencer's is the best. You know, I really, really believe that. Now, I'm going to show you this burger, but it ain't really doing it much justice because it doesn't look amazing. But just have a nosy at this. Big fat burger. It's a big fat pure beef burger, and I put some mushrooms on there, fried up some onions as well, put them on there. There's some cheese, grated cheese, but it doesn't matter, and some Marks and Spencer's finest burger sauce. And I tell you what, in the Marks and Spencer's buns as well, it tastes fucking amazing. I'm chuffed to bits with that. So I'm going to sit here, stuff my face, and watch Big Bang Theory again for the 50,000th time, but still makes me smile. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Now, the absolute worst thing, right, about cooking burgers in a van like this is not the mess that you make, because I'm quite happy to clean up. That's not a problem. Getting rid of the rubbish, that's fine. The worst thing about it is the fucking smell afterwards. I've just gone and took the rubbish over to the bins, been to the toilet block over there, walked back across the camp, come back in, and it still stinks of burgers. And bear in mind, I mean, I cooked them about an hour ago now. Yeah, about an hour and a half ago, and it still stinks in here. And I think I've tried every form of air freshener for a van, from Febreze to normal aerosols. I've got what are they called? You know, like the Joss sticks. I've got the little cone ones that I put in an egg, and that you light that, and then it just smokes out lavender, which is quite nice. But again, it don't last. So I have yet to find the perfect van life air freshener. Sorry, I've used what do you call them? Is it like essential oils that you put the sticks in? I used that in my old van, and unfortunately it fell over, and it absolutely stank in there for fucking ages. I got it all over a quilt, and oh, it was a nightmare. I had to throw it all away. But yeah, I won't be using them again. So I'm after something else. So if you got any ideas, then let me know. Good morning. It's a proper miserable one today. It's cold, foggy. Yeah, not looking too good at all. I was considering going for a walk down into Hertford for a walk down by the canal today, but I'm not so sure now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't been up long. I've just put the kettle on, gonna have my morning cup of tea, and then figure out what I'm going to do. Like I say, I can't make too many plans because I'm only here till 12. You've got to vacate the pitch at 12, so yeah, I don't know. It's not really the day for canal walking, But you never know, this might lift in a couple of hours or something. I don't know, it's still early. It's only about 6:30 in the morning, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's go and have this cup of tea and wake myself up a bit. Well, I've decided to come out for a walk. It's only just gone 7 o'clock in the morning now, and the weather is proper pants, foggy and just crap and miserable. So I'm not sure whether I'll make it to the canal, but I'll go for a walk towards the town and get my steps up and try and clear my head a bit, and yeah, do something, because you go a bit stir crazy being sat in the van for too long. Not sure whether this is a very good idea. I'm really not feeling this walk today, but I had to get out, had to do something. But it is proper fucking miserable, and I'm just not feeling it at the minute, not in that mindset. I don't know whether it's because of the weather or because of what's going on, but I don't know. I'm going to venture over to the canal, I think, have a quick look and just see how I feel. Well, I've had a walk around a section of the canal, but yeah, I had to come off it. It was a bit overwhelming with memories for me today, so I've cut off and come through the town. Not so bad walking through here, but the canal, yeah, holds quite a few fond memories, but I won't give up. I'll be back. I definitely think coming for a walk early in the morning is a lot more relaxing than a bit later in the day. Although, I'm not going to lie, there was definitely a few unsavoury characters lurking about. Do you know what I mean? And you could just tell, you know, they looking a little bit shifty. Not that I'm, judging people or tarring everyone with the same brush, but you know what I'm getting at. Something looks a little bit out of place with certain people. Well, it's almost time for me to go, but I'm going to have a quick sandwich. I'm feeling a little bit peckish. I don't want to eat too much because Sam's making me a roast dinner today, which I'm really looking forward to, because he makes a fucking brilliant roast dinner, does Sam. And as I'm standing here now, the sun beaming through, it is absolutely lovely now. Shame it weren't like that this morning when I went for a walk. Anyway, I'll come back from the walk, got cleaned up, had a cup of tea, and I've gutted the van out now. There was fucking crap everywhere where I've been trampling in mud and leaves and all that sort of stuff, and I don't like that. I try and keep it as clean as possible in here, even though my car's an absolute shit tip on the inside. I like to keep the van tidy, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I've booked in again for next week, so I'll be back here then. And then I've just got to book in the Christmas thing, and I'm going to make a list of everything that I'm going to need and all my supplies for food and bits and pieces, and try and make sure that I don't forget anything. But I probably will, because it's me and I always forget stuff. That's just the way I am. But yeah, there we are. Anyway, I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes and eat the sandwich. Right, here we go. It's time to vacate this place. It is unfortunate. I don't like the that's my only drawback with this site, is the fact that you have to get off at midday. I think they should allow you to stay here a little bit longer, but I kind of get it because of the changeover, do you know what I mean? Especially on the hard standing, you know, they want to get the next batch of people in, don't they? So I get that, but it would be nice if it could be at least 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you know what I mean? I think that would make the world a difference, but it is what it is. It's been a nice stay. It's been comfortable. It's nice to have the showers. The site's nice walks. Although I obviously felt a bit rough earlier, you know, a bit emotional, but you know, these things are to be expected for now at least. So, but anyway, yeah, I'll be back here next week, and yeah, we'll see what happens then. Anyway, let's get out of here. Yeah, another positive with that site is it's got bins, so you can get rid of your rubbish, which is really helpful. I'm not used to that. Obviously at Radwell you have to take it all with you. So yeah, it's quite positive, quite a nice site. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on the road. There seems to be a bit of traffic coming up the other way, and I think that's because I think there's a road closure down here actually. I'm going to get stuck now because they've got a parade, the Remembrance Sunday parade, between 10 and 1 I think, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to get through my usual way, so we'll find out in a minute, I guess. Yeah, I didn't think this through. I should have looked. I should have checked this out before I left about coming this way. There's traffic everywhere. It's just a bit of a gridlock, and I'm definitely sure that it's down to that Remembrance Parade that's happening. There's a massive queue of traffic behind me, in front of me, all stuck round and roundabout. So, oh well, not a lot you can do, is there? I'm just going to have to sit and wait it out, I suppose. Right, we eventually got out of that. That was a bit of a mission, I can tell you. Absolutely chock-a-block, road closures and everything, brilliant. And now I'm stuck behind someone doing 40 in a 60. Fucking hell, what is it with Sunday drivers, man? Do my nutting. I get driving safely, but I think you can drive too slow. You know what I mean? Anyway, there we are. I am going to leave this one here. Thank you for watching me. I'm sorry that I keep coming across as a little bit down in the dumps, but I am, you know, and I'm hoping one day at a time things will start to improve. So just bear with me or don't watch me. Simple as that, really. Anyway, I will catch you all again soon.